Good morning. It's 6 a.m. Coffee with Shanda, and it's Freestyle Fridays, which means that you can ask me anything you want in your business. Let me coach your programs, but coach your problems out of your business and your life. So this is completely free coaching. I will give you whatever it is that I can see, which means that what you need to do right now is go ahead and think about what is the biggest problem that's holding you back right now in your life, your business, and go ahead, and it could be your life or your business, and go ahead and type in your question to me. Tell me what it is. Tell me what's getting in the way, and then I will do my best to coach you so that you can fly. All right, you guys, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Tanya, good morning, Deidre, good morning, Christina, Terry, Gilbert. Hey, Chris, how are you? Good morning. All right, Deidre. Deidre is the first person I'm seeing that is posting right now about her business and life. I would like to do a summit on leadership, focusing in on trails, skills of female leadership, basically how successful women lead, influence people, and have massive impact. Is this too broad? Do you have any thoughts of how to niche this down further? Okay, so what you're basically asking is how do you niche down your topic, your messaging, so that it makes the biggest impact in the world. So I love that you want to focus on female leadership. I'm just looking at your writing. Female leadership. So why don't you come up with a name that's something long, it's not too broad. I actually think it's very great, but I think that you need to message your project. So it's, and Michelle PW can tweak on this, right? In your Facebook group, but I would message something along the lines on write up like women make great CEOs, or women, you could even do like women of leadership. You could do female leadership, see if femaleleadership.com is available. What you actually do, like all the interviews that you do, what you actually do as far as inside the summit should be a variety of everything from ropes classes to like interviewing people who lead maybe ropes classes or venture tours. I would also interview a lot of female leaders, either people who, I mean, there's great people who are in fantastically huge, awesome companies that would love to share your message with their employees even, right? So like say you interviewed the owner of Century 21 Real Estate, and how she was able to grow this incredible business and be such a great leader, and then share her interview with all of her brokers and employees and people like that, because the whole show and project that you're doing is around female leadership, right? Which then also now brings you these great clients, potential clients that you can actually work with afterwards. Hope that makes sense. So I love the female leadership component. I don't like using the word badass, even though some people like to use stuff like that in their titles. I don't personally love swearing in my titles. In fact, I would love to never swear. Sometimes I get passionate and I do. But like something like the power of a woman. And then the tagline being something about how women make great leaders, and this is how, but I would vet that out, right? So that, I hope that helps. Kara, hi. Courtney, hi. Paige, see, I got it. What are some tactics and strategies you use to gain or maintain clarity on your vision and message? Okay, so Paige, the leadership program that I do, I mean, I can give you tactics, like I put wall-size Post-its. I'll have one main one in the area of that I'm in a lot, like either my bedroom on the wall so I see it daily, or next to my mirror so I see it daily. I do things like I put messages on my phone right? I do things like that to hack my system and to keep me focused on my vision. But the truth is that I never unleashed myself to my vision and really got out of my own way. I mean, every time you've created a goal and you haven't completed it, then, you know, there's a level of self-doubt inside your mind that even with the right strategy, often you can still fall on your face and not complete, right? You can still fall on your face and not complete, meaning that, you know, it is about the vision, and the vision is the most important thing. But when your belief system really gets short-circuited because you've not completed or not hit your mark so many times, it really comes down to your leadership. And, you know, I'm a big fan of this work. You know, my clients all know about it. I've pushed all my clients that I can influence to do it. You know, people like to say, I'll wait a little bit longer. I actually know that Deidre's doing it. You know, like people like to say, you know, I'll wait, but look at my most successful clients. Like, there's only one that I can think of that is at the top that hasn't done leadership. And honestly, she would be so far ahead of everybody if she actually had done leadership. So we're actually running a crazy, amazing sale right now for a couple weeks. And it's, if people actually go ahead and stop waiting to do our leadership program, then we'll actually give them our list building program for free, our $2,000 list building program for free. And if anybody wants that and you've done our list building program or you're in our PACE Club, you could give that $2,000 program to another entrepreneur or somebody who wants to start a business that you love. You just have to register their information with us so we can send them the product from you. Or you can do it yourself. If you're somebody who's watching me right now, I'm going to tell you that any plan you're working is going to work much better if you actually do the leadership program. You won't have to hack your system as much with our business training mixed with our leadership training. You're just going to fly. I mean, you'll just fly. I mean, I could give you Julie Surratt, Amy Yamada. I mean, I could give you a list of people, Emily Utter, you know, all these people who have actually done this and taken my coaching, instead of saying not yet. So if you are interested in something like that, in the description, there is helpmeshanda.com/leadership. Go fill out those questions and then Jean will get back to you today. Okay? Or tomorrow. Awesome. Okay, so Jess. Hi, Shanda. I'm really struggling with my title of my project, my summit. Here's what I have. Grow an ethical audience, monetize your business, and social change. So grow an ethical audience. Yeah, I don't love it. So the monetize your business with social change, I love. I absolutely love that. So like how to monetize your business are you wanting to teach social or make a product or give a product around social change afterwards? Or do you want people to monetize their business and then give back into the world? So it could be the ethical part of audience. I just don't love that part. So grow an audience or grow an audience would be fine, right? Grow an audience and then how to monetize your business with social change and make the biggest difference possible, or something like that, right? So just take that. It still could be a little bit more sexy, but take that and go back into your Facebook group and have Michelle PW tweet that, okay? And if you want to give me any information on the thread, and this goes for any of you guys, if I go to coach you on the thread and you want to give me, and I can't get all the way there, you can go ahead and give me more details about it. So Jess, if you know what it is that you would like to service people with afterwards or sell to them afterwards to make a difference for them, then go ahead and post that on the thread if you have any idea what that is, and then it'll help me help you more. Christina, how are you? Okay, I feel like I'm not looking at you guys this morning as I'm looking at the thread. I'm feeling nervous about the debt I'm incurring to invest in real estate. Yes. Working on surrendering and trusting, but still feel some anxiety with it. Yeah, Christina, yeah, you know what? When I invested in real estate, I was already massively in debt. So, you know, let me just have a sip of this. So this is a challenge I think lots of people have, and they especially have it before they've created a lot of success in their life. Because if you haven't created a lot of success in your life, or you've fallen down and made some really big financial mistakes, then you're fine-tuned. This again goes back to why you should do my leadership training. It's so important because you're hardwired with this hat that you shouldn't trust yourself because it's not logical, right? Like, so let me give you an example. That was me before. This is me after leadership. After leadership, I succeeded. I had some incredible, incredible wins. The biggest wins I've ever had in my entire life were right after leadership. Now, here's what's crazy. 3 months out of this year, I ran in the negative, meaning that I was going into debt, right? I was running into the negative. You're looking at my cash flow versus my expenses, that would have been going into debt, right? So when I looked at those 3 months, I didn't panic because I knew I was investing, right? So as you're investing in real estate, hopefully you're working with someone like Alex Arriaga, who is good and trustworthy and solid at what he's doing, but with that being said, it's a hard thing to believe that you're ever going to have that cash win, right? But once you win a bunch of times, you start to not look at debt the same way. So I have clients that in a couple years pay off $300,000 in debt. I mean, that's insane. I have clients who, some of them have a $50,000 week, right? Or $20,000 cash day, right? So my point in sharing that with you is as you learn with the right mentor, right? As you get your leadership in check and you learn with the right mentor, you're going to find that things just start clicking into place. What most people do is they do it the hard way and they try and hold back, and you try and hold back to make enough to get ahead. And that's the broke ass way of doing it that never ever gets the big explosion. So part of what needs to happen is not only does the universe need to trust you, but you need to trust yourself. And so the way that looks as far as deals coming together is when you're confident and not fearful, you'll negotiate deals differently. You'll get influencers to promote you easily. You'll get real estate deals to come together much easier. When you're not attached, because you are attached when you're fearful. When you're not attached and you can't fake this attachment, it comes down to your leadership. Can't fake this attachment. You can't be like, I'm not attached, I'm not attached, I'm not attached. But you're literally, if somebody says, hey, would you pass me the salt and pepper? You emotionally trigger off because you're under so much pressure. Right? So even when you're saying these things to yourself, you really have to authentically unhook from the pressure to be able to skyrocket. When you feel things like overwhelmed, worry, fear, they are hurting your growth in your business and you cannot talk yourself out of it. So again, this is why I very much push doing leadership. And right now, anybody who does leadership, we will give you our $2,000 List Power program for free for you to do it, or gift it to another entrepreneur and give them a $2,000 Christmas bonus. So if you want to do that, you go to helpmeshanda.com/leadership. Sorry for being so pushy on this, but God, it drives my heart into the ground when I see how many people put this off last and then they go and they do just these other random transformational trainings, you know what I mean? Or read books. It's like, you have no idea how much this really works. Okay. Good morning, Kim Cruz. Carla. Oh, Kara. Sorry, Kara. I called you Carla. Hey, Kevin. Kara. Mama's Got Style. 22 experts share why your style matters in your business. What do you think? I love Mama's Got Style. I don't love the 22 experts part. I would love to just take that off. But not share why style matters in business. I would rather you to put a tagline that actually influences me and tells me why the style matters. Okay, so Catherine, survey secrets. Oh, you just went up. Survey secrets. I don't know why that just went up. Hold on. Darn it. I don't know why I can't. I guess there's so many comments I'm having a hard time getting to you. I will come back and answer the ones that I can't see, but I know someone was asking me survey secrets and now I can't see it anymore. I'm sorry. Deanna, I need help with my oh, perfect. I need help with my survey questions. God is amazing, isn't he? Trying to learn more about what's keeping women from being the awesome mom they want to be. Can you help me with some question ideas? I covered not enough time, kids don't listen, respect me, relationship with my husband suffering, no me time. Okay, so great questions to find out in a survey for women. Okay, so everybody knows that the reason why you survey is because you should never create a product or service without surveying first. Even if you have a big email list and a big community and you know them really well, you should at least still survey once a year, if not 2 or 3 times a year. Definitely survey if you're coming out with a new product, but I even survey to resell the same product that I sell every single year. So like, for instance, in my list building program, List Power, you know, obviously I'm teaching you how to build an incredibly targeted email list. However, the market changes and gets influenced by different things in the news, different influencers. Say a big influencer or a big economic shift happens, right? When I go and survey for that product to be able to make that offer for that product, I can see how the market changes because the market is the mindset of the people, right? The market is the mindset of the people. And so challenges that happen inside your life are nothing but mindset. They're nothing but the development of your leadership. And if your life is growing, your leadership needs to grow. And if you're anything like me, I like to short circuit my learning curve so I can get the most out of life, right? And so you need to quantum leap your leadership with the growth of your business. So how that means when it comes down to surveying is you need to keep up with the mindset of your people, because as you keep up with the mindset of your people, that's how you know how to solve their problems. So Deanna, questions like for women who want to be awesome moms, I would ask questions like, first of all, multiple choice questions I love. And I would, because I can steer people in the direction and get a really good hit on what's most important to them, right? So I would want to know what their biggest problem is in actually creating enough space to be a great mom. Is it you don't feel like you have enough money and you're working all the time, or stressed out and worried? Is it because you don't know? Like, another question could be also like, do you even know how to have fun with your children? You know what I mean? Like, I know as a mom, one of the biggest challenges I have with at least my 2.5-year-old is I can only go to the park so many times, and then I end up sitting on the side of the bench at the park. And even though my son loves to play, I'm bored, right? And so I'm just being totally transparent. Hate to be that bad mom, right? But this is what moms are feeling. They're feeling like, I don't know, like, if you weren't like designed to be like a play toy for your children, we don't often know, what do we keep playing with our kids? Like, how do we keep growing with them? I'll color with Zach, but I might only color with him twice a month. I read books with him every night, but that's my routine. And that's how I know I'm being a good mom. We have all these things that feel like, so there's another question. What do you think makes you a good mom? Right? So that would be another question you could ask. So hopefully this helps. Hopefully this helps you. So Deanna, as you're kind of looking at these things, like, do your moms even know how to play with their children? How much time a day do they play? Do they spend playing with them? What is their biggest block from actually playing more and spending more time with their children, right? And for me, it would be, I don't know what to do with them, right? And that's just the truth. I do get, I hate saying this, but it's so true. I do get bored playing with Zach at some point. Like, after about an hour, it's like, that's why this phone has to go in a box Because if I have this phone around me, I'll get into Facebook and I'll start, Instagramming and things like that because of the fact that I don't know what to do anymore, right? And I think that's the blessing you are. And this is why it's so important for me to help entrepreneurs to get really strong leadership so you stop hiding behind your kids, so that you stop falling short of your goals. So that's leadership, so that you start finishing what you start, and so that you can access a vision that makes you super passionate, right? And go after it and hit it and not take 20 years to hit it. And then the flip side is helping people like you, Deanna, get out there in the world and help people like me become better moms, right? And so it's so important that we get out of our own way. So hopefully that helped. Chris Peterson. I've always been a big move kind of guy. However, I find myself stalling and not putting a trigger on my new launch. Leadership. You guys are so easy for me to sell leadership to because it's all leadership. Now it's up to you. Will you keep suffering and make it a reason why you don't do it yet? I don't want to fly. I don't want to be away from home. I don't want to be away from my kids. If you want to still be playing that game, I don't want to fly out to San Francisco today. I just don't. I've been gone for 2 weeks. I just don't. You know what I mean? But, that's leadership. It's all leadership. So, it seems like I'm spending all my time gathering data rather than just doing the launch. How do I just get out of the way? So first and foremost, here's a hack. I did this like last week. I did something with one of our clients and I said, if you don't have your launch videos done by the end of the weekend, you owe me $100, right? And so she got them done. So there's that aspect. So Chris, but this is a short hack. You're growing to a new level. And because you're growing to a new level, there's a level of worthiness, or there's a level of fear of success, or there's an irritation with, it could be even people, or not wanting to get, not wanting to get haters, or there's like a series of different things that our filters stop us. And you and I can never stop. We can never stop fully operating in the full potential of our life because we are going to die at some point. And so if we pull back anywhere, shut down our businesses because we don't want to deal with it, not go on a trip because it's too much work or too expensive, not invest in something because I really don't have the time for it, or here's the opposite. I overcommit to everything and then I feel overwhelmed and don't use what I have. All of these things are indicators that we've hit a limit. And sure, we can talk ourselves into being better, but I'm talking about optimizing yourself so that you don't have to work on getting better, that you just shift in your leadership instantly. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So Chris, go to your wife, go to someone you love, and let them know that if you don't do it by Monday, that you'll give them $300 so your wife can go shopping and buy something nice for herself for $300 if you don't have it done by Monday. But that just hacks the system. Go to helpmeshanda.com/leadership and enroll in our leadership program. Don't play this game anymore with your life. It's like, just think of it like this last moment to get myself to the next level so that I can fully optimize my life. Okay? So in other words, I don't care how busy you are. You're never too busy to take care of yourself. Okay, Catherine. Oh, shoot, I just realized we're over. My summit runs through. So, Catherine, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back on the thread because I'm 4 minutes over, and I always give my word that I stop on time so that I've got a 20-minute coffee with Shanda so that some people can go off to work or go off to their children or go for a run. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to stop the Facebook Live, and I'm going to go back on the thread, and I'm going to answer your question. And anybody else on the thread, I'm going to answer your question as well. And anybody else who's catching the replay on this, I'm going to answer your question over the next few days, okay? So please post your business question that you want my coaching on, and it is my give to you that I will coach you on it and give you some strategy. All right, you guys, have a great day. Please share this with someone that needs it, and I will talk to you soon.